All right, winter. It can be one of the most hazardous seasons of the year, and if you get hurt, getting better can be a long process.
Laura, the lawyer, founding attorney of LA Law, here to help us stay safe from injuries as it gets colder. What's that movie? It's a Christmas Story, right? Like, they'll shoot your eye out.
Exactly.
'Tis the season.
Yep.
Yes. We've had people slip and fall. It's just the black ice out there is not good.
That's
this
a big
morning
one.
We've
had a lot of black ice,
What are some of the kind of injuries that you say typically?
Black ice, fractures, kneecaps, ACL tears, MCL tears. That's a big one.
Those are brutal.
What we've seen a lot lately is parking lot accidents, and I think because of the holiday season,
people just
shopping,
not paying attention.
People are like dipping in between cars, and pedestrians are getting sort of struck. Nothing devastating so far, but
still,
you have to be mindful of that kind of stuff.
You make a good point. Nothing devastating. Is that the reason? Do we need an attorney if it's not devastating?
I mean, if you have to get medical treatment, then yes.
Okay.
That's sort of like the threshold for me. Is like, listen, if you have to seek medical treatment, then you should probably consider getting an attorney for sure.
Even if you're just like, if it was a little accident, you kind of get bumped by. Like, you feel like that's just let it go?
You might want to let that one go.
Okay.
But again, like if you have to go to the urgent care, or you wake up the next day and you have to go to an urgent care, something like that, and you have bills. Listen, a lot of people don't have the money to spend.
Right. I know, it's a tough time of year.
Yeah.
What happens if it's in your own driveway and you just make a mistake and you slip on that ice, but it is your own driveway? What do you do?
That is an excellent question.
Do you sue
if you
yourself?
have homeowners insurance, or in some instances renters insurance, you may have a coverage on there that's called medical payments coverage, and that is a no-fault coverage, so you could avail yourself of that, take out some money, and pay for your bills. And a lot of times it's in increments of like $5,000, so $5, $10, $15, $20, $25,000.
Well, on the same kind of token, right, we talked about this during Halloween with people coming onto your property. So if you've got holiday parties, maybe you're hosting a dinner, what if they slip and fall?
Then if you have, again, MedPay coverage.
How do you know if you have that kind of coverage?
You talk to your agent.
Talk to your agent.
Or look at your policy. I mean, these days, a lot of times they're digital, so you can just go in, do a
Pull
quick
it up,
and it's called, what is it called again?
Medical payments coverage.
Medical payments coverage.
So you have that, but if somebody else gets injured on your property, not only will they be able to avail themselves of medical payments coverage, but there's also some liability coverage that they could avail themselves of.
Go ahead, please.
No, I was just going to say, and sometimes the injuries are bad enough that, even if they're friends or family, you say, no, please, by all means, like, do this, because you're going to have a long recovery. You may not fully recover with fracture. I have somebody that had a femur fracture, and it's sort of like that's supposedly the most painful bone in your body that you can break.
Really?
Non-weight bearing for months and months and months, and so you might want to avail yourself of that coverage.
And you said even if you're friends or family, right?
Yes.
Like you need to make sure.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, I don't want to do that. It's my mother.
I know.
I can't sue my mother. I can't get her involved in this. I can't do that. But it's really not them. It's
just their coverage.
It's the coverage.
Yeah.
And why have insurance if you're not going to use it? That's what it's there for, just in case.
Now, would your homeowner's insurance go up as a result of a claim?
It could. There's a lot of underwriting that goes on in that. Like in some insurance companies, they put their money, their premium dollars into the stock market. So if the market's doing really well, in order to keep customers, they don't necessarily raise their rates. So I mean, it depends on a lot of things.
So you were talking about obviously slip and fall, fractures, those kinds of things. And we sort of touched on car incidents, but there are lots of crashes. People are out, they're traveling. It's going to be a very busy travel season as we head into Hanukkah next week, and then Christmas and New Year's, all the things. So what do you do if you get into a crash?
You call a lawyer. We'll call the police, call law enforcement, and then you call a lawyer.
I would. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Especially like with the out-of-staters that sometimes they dip and they leave.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're definitely going to want to call the police.
Well, I just want to tell you really quick, we had a poet come in the other day, and he climbed underneath the desk to write. He was an underwriter.
Underwriter.
Yeah. All right, very good. If you'd like to get in touch with Lawyer, he's got offices in Bloomfield and New London. Lawyer at LALawCT.com. Phone number 860-595-3163. I think it's just easier to call, 595-3163. Social media at Lawyer the Lawyer. Lawyer, 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 lawyer. We can't thank you enough.
Great to see you both.
See you on Great
Have
Day.
a happy holidays.
Yeah, you too.
You as well.
Thank
Thank you so much.